everybody, welcome to SWA Motorsports' second episode. Today, our episode is all about the amazing SUVs, or as Brent likes to call it, subs.
Sport utility vehicles.
Subs, yeah.
Subs?
Mm-hmm.
Like subs?
Mm-hmm.
The subs?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And on today's episode,
Chris mocks a vacuum. Chris and Brent look behind them.
Oh, that's somebody's alarm.
And Chris sends it.
but before we get into that, we all would like to share one piece of news with you. Mine's the best. Let me tell you why. Chevy Trax has a recall. All 3 years of Chevy Trax has a recall for over 100,000 cars. And what was it again? The front lower control arms were improperly welded. How could you let that leave the factory for 3 years?
What's the direct problem behind the improper welding?
Literally, it just says the joint may break, resulting in the separation of the lower control arm from the vehicle that could cause the front wheel to be removed.
Well, that's inconvenient.
To be toe outward and then impact the handling and increase the risk of crashing. So it's going to be like...
On other news, what was it? A 2020 Mercedes GLC. They make an electric version, as long with Honda joins with the CR-V hybrid. That will take off, assumingly.
I would assume so. Honda, EV
Yep.
hybrids. Yeah.
They've been doing it for years.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They have. Well, it hasn't been the CR-V, a very top-selling car.
But now...
Glad to join.
Exactly. They finally joined the scene. Now everybody's going EV.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't Cassidy's the greatest? Anyway.
Yep. And then what else we got here?
Looks like Jeep is working on an even crazier Trackhawk.
Why?
Well, it's rumored to have the Demon
1,000 horsepower.
797 to be exact.
So stupid.
They're kind of keeping it a little restrained based on the Demon.
There's
how
no
it originally
reason.
was.
There's no reason to do that.
I mean, there's no reason to make what is it? The
But they did.
yeah.
So we need
To make you just say but they did.
The SRT8.
It's stupid. It's all dumb. They're literally.
No,
it's literally
it's
like this engine's bigger. Oh, this engine's bigger. They're literally playing with themselves.
Well, SUVs are better.
They've gotten into a horsepower war with themselves.
It's stupid.
I would too. It's probably department versus department. Let us know. Get a hold of us.
Our episode is all SUV based today because the SUV popularity is really going up there. Now, a lot of people say it's because it feels safer, it's bigger, there's more, I guess...
Visibility.
Yeah, exactly. And there's more... There's also, like, more luxury in an SUV, technically. Mm-hmm. Everybody has one.
Yep.
I have one.
Yep.
I
don't even drive... You daily drive yours.
I did.
He daily drives his, too.
Yep.
I have one that just sits outside, I don't drive it. You know, it's... Yeah, I mean, for this video,
Today.
we literally started it today. And it started right up. Now, granted, it's different generations of SUV. Mine being the 2003, his being a 2018, 2012, and then we had a Chevy Tahoe, 2016?
2014 to 17.
It was a 15.
Oh,
15.
really close. Yeah.
15, yes sir.
So we had, like, a good gap in between each one.
Different regions of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so we had one that was probably made at, what was that place again? In Ohio? Or
East Liberty.
East Liberty, that's
or
what
Honda
it was.
Marysville.
Yeah, Honda Marysville, East Liberty probably. Then we had his TRD, GL, obviously, and then GM, Chevrolet. But we decided to pretty much get into each one and see why people liked it. Actually, so say for example in 2003 or 2002, why they like the MDX. Why do they like the TRD off-road 4Runner or just a 4Runner in general? Why do people like the GL?
Why do people like luxury SUVs?
Well, it's still SUV regardless because you still
Yeah.
do the utility stuff with it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But it's different. Well, yeah, I can agree. It's different levels of luxury. Like,
Yeah, because you got
no
the
offense, Brent, yours is like the lowest level technically.
Yeah.
Cloth seats and all that.
Yeah.
Well, no, the Toyota badge would put at that.
I mean, yeah,
Right.
but it could.
Yeah.
But if you had a limited, dude.
No,
Yeah,
if you actually get into a premium, so TRD off-road premium,
Yes.
Oh yeah, dude.
I would get leather.
Oh yeah.
See,
But-
so you got the Toyota at the low spectrum, MDX, which is right between like the lower end of Toyota, or like
The higher
Toyota,
range.
and then between like German manufacturers,
Yeah.
right in between, and then we have the Tahoe, which is trying to compete with
You know,
Mercedes,
the
but
Germans.
aren't quite there. They're pretty good cars.
Of course,
Yeah,
it puts his
pretty
Mercedes
good
on the top.
But I think the American GM motors in general, they make the biggest, baddest. I mean,
They do.
the GL is a big car. The
Yeah.
GLS, the new one, is a big car.
Oh, yeah.
But you get into a
GL
Suburban. I mean, this thing is. You're
Dude.
driving around an entire bank and vault.
You literally have like an SUV limo at that point.
Yeah.
It is a limo.
It's like the new age Hummer that's not a Hummer if you really think about it. It's so huge.
Yeah.
See, it was a Hummer
Not
was
just
small though inside.
Well, on the inside, yeah, but the outside was just like
The Suburban's
hey,
ginormous.
I mean, but that's what the Suburban
You
is.
could fit. You could fit 8 people in there.
Right, and all your
And
groceries.
the nonsense from the wall.
Or do what my uncle did, just remove the 2 seats out of the back.
And make it even bigger.
Make it even bigger.
But Reese was busy during this time of the episode, so he never actually got to participate. Me and Brett, however, decided to go give our hand a try.
We decided to get a move on and get this done.
Get our walk on, get our head right.
Pretty much. So.
Now, here's the videos.
And we're going to be telling you why SUVs are becoming the biggest
Really
deal.
popular.
Yes, really popular.
Really popular.
And just why they're so good with each generation of SUV, starting with, in my opinion, one of the most popular back in the early 2000s, which was the Acura MDX. Phenomenal car. Fully loaded, amazing. Yep. 4Runner, turd, off-road. It's in the name.
Yep.
GL, towing things. It beats Fords. Not a problem, hands down. The comfort of a GM Tahoe, great. And we'll give you actual pointers which we're in the cars talking about. Yep. Because it's about to rain.
Alright, so now we're in the Tahoe. I gotta put my seating belt on. Ooh, seatbelt. Damn.
I forgot how big these
These things are huge. Like, they're super wide.
This is a 7-seater too.
Yeah, for real. This thing is freaking huge.
Wi-Fi network connected. Oh,
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi.
Wow. These cars
nice.
are so advanced, man. So, like, the thing about SUVs is they are, without a doubt, probably one of the safest vehicles that you could ever get on the road, off the road, in the air, if you want it that way. Doesn't really matter. But, in my opinion, the reason why SUVs are booming so much is the comfort that they offer, the amenities that they offer as well.
Security of cargo.
Security of
over
cargo.
a pickup truck.
Yeah, exactly. Over a pickup truck. Trucks, in my opinion, are now they're morphing into SUVs.
They're,
You know what I mean?
A truck is basically nowadays, in my opinion,
Is an SUV.
is an SUV without the
The bed.
the back of
Yeah.
it being covered.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can buy a bed cap, but it's really not the same.
Because you can actually seat people and cargo.
Yeah.
Not at the same time, obviously, but
I mean, some SUVs can.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
my
that's
uncle's Suburban.
yeah. He has that fucking.
He has the LTZ, and
I didn't mean to drop that F-bomb.
it's he has an like no, it's an LT. He has an
But I
LT,
mean, still, it's
but it has
huge.
a massive trunk.
Yeah, it's freaking huge. Like trunks, these trunks nowadays for SUVs are becoming absolutely ginormous. Like truck beds, even like the old vans, like the old Chevy vans of like 2000s.
the old
they don't even,
conversions.
dude, they don't even compare
No.
to what these SUVs offer, cargo space wise, people space wise, comfort wise.
And to throw it on the other end of the spectrum, though, think about like new wagons.
Oh, for sure,
They're getting massive.
they are. Everything's becoming so much more safer now.
Yeah.
Compared to back then, because they didn't really have a safety standard, but SUVs really do bring the safety standard like high up. Like, I've never seen anybody actually get in an accident in an SUV and like not come out of it like either, well, not okay, but like not like really dead, you know what I mean? Like not severely injured.
No.
Not at all.
They'll come out with a couple scrapes and bruises, but that's about it, really.
That's normal for car accidents though, you know, or vehicular accidents.
yeah.
But back to the driving of this Tahoe. I have not felt a single bump. I've felt like very minute bumps.
I don't feel minor imperfections. I
Yes.
feel
You just feel the
bigger-
road.
Yeah, you just feel the road. You feel bigger bumps. Like there's a little bit of, you know.
Yeah, but it wasn't as hard as like my car would take it, or like any normal car would, because you could actually feel it. You're lower to the ground, you feel everything. Your suspension just travels up into your car.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Ooh, hiccup. Well, there's the Raven we were telling you about.
Yep.
And these cars are, they're all-wheel drive. They're just absolutely amazing.
Some of them are even kind of like the like a reverse halodeck system.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Halodeck system, for people who don't know, is Volkswagen's 4Motion all-wheel drive. It's front biased. When the front wheels notice slip, there is a series of clutches that basically crash. What the? It's a Civic. That crash down upon each other and basically create friction and sends power to the back.
Yeah.
This one is all-wheel drive, but it's rear biased, and when it senses, the transfer case actually engages the front drive shaft off of the transfer case, then you have all-wheel drive. Some of them, well, actually this one's actually selectable.
Oh, really? That's
So
cool.
it's an auto.
Where is it? It's over there.
It's over here.
A little look-see really quick.
Right here.
Oh, it's on auto right now.
Yeah, it's on auto.
That's awesome.
So it's doing exactly what I said.
Yeah. So much technology in these cars, man. It's
This
absolutely
one has a Wi-Fi
mind-blowing.
hotspot. Speaking of storage space,
Look at this. What do you need this for? You're gonna store your like stash of like guns and coke or something? Like
my
Jesus.
buddy does in his Denali.
Guns and coke?
No, just guns.
Okay, I was about to say, dude. What?
He puts his CCW there.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's smart though. That's smart. That's actually completely concealed for sure. And that's actually really like cool because, like obviously older cars don't have stuff like that at all.
They don't have that.
It's like the secret compartments. Like you know how like old Mercedes used to do it back in the day.
Volkswagen has them underneath the seat. There's a little door.
But yeah, same with like Mercedes. But Mercedes is like underneath, like completely like underneath the floorboards in the seat. It's like retarded. It's absolutely insane.
You have to get out of the car to access it.
Yeah, but that's what makes it good for transporting. Literally, like drug lords would transport using that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was easy to do, and now it's even more easier to do now. Yeah. I mean, granted, you have dogs and more, you know, highly advanced stuff to look for.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, it's like the options there. Obviously, we're not telling you to do it.
No,
We're just saying it's there.
We're not condoning that kind of
not at all.
That kind of activity.
No. Be good, drive cars, don't be fast, don't die, just live a good life. Be happy. That's all you gotta do is be happy.
Have a car addiction, not a drug addiction.
Exactly. You'll run out of money real quick. I mean, you'll have a lot of money.
In a very long time.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, I don't mind this Tahoe.
I don't.
My only thing is, at least with me being daily driving cars all the time,
The price tag on this though.
well, the price tag on this is it isn't as bad as you would think. Like considering like I think this is like
I don't even know
almost fully optioned out. I really have no idea.
This might be an LTZ.
I think this is the fully
this is
optioned
an LTZ.
LTZ. Yeah. So I don't think the LT only had the heated seats. I think.
This has the cooled seats.
Yeah. The cooling seats. Like, what do your butt gets hot, you cool it down? Like, come on, man. Who thinks of that technology?
Okay, so here's what cooled seats are actually used for. When you get in on a hot summer day, there's obviously black leather.
Yes, of course.
When you sit down, you pop this on. It's supposed to cool the leather, not cool your butt.
Ew. At least you're trying, my
You're
friend.
really trying to make it a Type R though.
At least he's trying.
Yo, actually,
Feels great. All right, we're about to. Whoa. Whoa, that's weird.
it surges upon you.
It's just like, hello.
Yeah.
It's like literally like a waka tossing you. Why'd you turn it off? What the hell?
Okay.
Oh, that was the wrong one. Whoops. There we go. I pressed the wrong button. But yeah, this
all the little cubbies.
literally you have so much room for almost anything.
Like the little
almost anything can fit in here,
and
including dead bodies.
again, we don't condone.
Yes, of course we don't. Not at all. We don't condone it. We're just saying that you could do it. Just don't actually do it and say that we told you to do it. Because we definitely didn't.
Because we do not accept blame for that.
Exactly. This is our disclaimer right now. Do not do drugs. Do not steal coke. Do not do anything of the bad variety of any sorts.
Right.
Smoke tires. Drink speed. Not the actual speed drug, like just literal speed, miles per hour.
Right.
Be happy, be healthy, and have fun. Literally. But anyway, this
One thing I don't like about SUVs, modern SUVs.
Okay, what don't you like?
Electronic steering racks.
You don't feel anything.
No.
You don't feel anything. Oh, hello. Oh, I gotta bring my Subi out here now. Oh yeah, I'm definitely bringing my Subi out here.
Yep.
Oh wait, my Subi's at home. Damn it. Never mind.
It, like,
Why are you looking at me?
talking ahead to, the MDX.
Yes.
I said RDX. The MDX, it's rack and pinion. You feel everything.
Yes, you feel everything.
This, I mean,
You don't feel anything. Like through the steering wheel, you don't feel anything.
I don't know where the wheels are pointed.
Exactly.
I really don't.
You have no idea. But it's just like okay, I'm going straight. My steering wheel looks straight. I'm going straight.
It looks
You
straight.
know?
I'm physically going straight.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So what is it, like electronically something? Like what? I have no idea.
So they say it's electronically assisted, which I can agree to that. it being electronically assisted.
Probably to a degree, though.
Yeah, I still think it's a rack and pinion system because I still feel somewhat where the wheels are pointed.
But it's not like solely dependent on straight electronics.
I don't feel all of the road feel.
Exactly,
I don't feel where the wheels are actually pointed.
I just felt that pothole, but it wasn't as bad as I
It wasn't as bad as
yeah.
it's going to be.
Because the comfort of an SUV clearly brings the shebang.
Yeah.
Not even joking. Like, comforts of an SUV are actually really, really good. They're comfortable, safe. They're what's the word I'm looking for? Ease of use.
Not fuel efficient.
They don't. Yeah. They definitely used to not be, but now they're somewhat now.
I think this one has maybe I think it's a 9 or 10 speed. I believe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me.
What do you need like more than 6 gears for? Good Lord.
So for a lot of people, if you're not towing, it's fuel economy.
Oh, I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
If you're towing,
It's like a semi truck.
really, if you put tow haul mode on, it's really only going to use 6 gears because it has to keep torque up.
Yeah.
It has to keep torquing. You know, it holds the gear.
Yeah.
That is where I see it being useful.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't feel the need for a 10-speed.
Yeah. Just fuel economy wise.
It's just really fuel economy wise. Like the new Raptor has it. Speaking, 10-speed cars, trucks actually.
Yeah, for sure.
It has a 10-speed. I really don't see people engaging 10th gear in manual mode. I see them maybe 5th, 6th.
But that's at like the most, like when they're actually towing something or something like that, or even like.
That's just driving.
Or just,
really,
yeah, I was about to say driving normal. Yeah.
Yeah, really. I mean, now granted, I haven't seen one on the highway. I'm pretty sure it uses 10th gear for 70, 80 mile per hour cruisings.
Yeah.
But like this, I don't feel the need to have a 10-speed.
Not at all. No.
It may have an 8. I'm not sure.
I was about to say 7-speed would be, in my opinion, prime for.
7 speeds are nice.
Yeah, but they would be prime for like SUVs, especially of like something like this.
Yeah.
In my opinion, all you need would be 7 gears at the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But overall, we think this Tahoe is pretty nice.
Would you buy one?
No,
Why?
I'm broke.
Okay, if you have the money to buy one.
No.
What would you buy?
SUV wise?
Yeah, instead of this. Okay, instead of the MDX, which is yours.
Yes.
And this, out of
this lineup,
out of this lineup, what would you buy?
a GL.
Really?
I would.
Why?
Well, the towing capacity that Reese actually got on that, if I ever needed to tow something,
True.
15,000 pounds
True.
on a GL.
This is like 7,000, 8,000 maybe?
Maybe. Don't quote us on that. We're going off the top. We're not 100% sure.
I'm going on what I've seen people tow with these.
Yes.
And it's, like, oh, hey, look, that's a big ass boat going down the road.
Yeah.
Might be 8,000 pounds, might not be.
But yeah, that's still off the top technically.
Yeah, it's
but
still off the top.
I would get a GL.
Okay.
It's a luxurious towing SUV that won't get hurt.
Right.
How many times has Reese gotten hit in that car?
More than I can count.
Exactly. And it's still here, running, towing, doing everything perfectly normal.
Yep.
It's been hit so many times, like, he's gotten really mad, but I'll look at the hit and I'll be like, dude, this is nothing.
It's literally nothing.
It's expensive, but it's nothing.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go to the MDX now and show you guys how an older SUV felt back in the early 2000s. Okay. Alright, so now we're in the MDX 2002. I'm gonna get some disclaimers out right now. This car is super old.
And it sat for a minute.
It sat for a long time. So the backstory behind this was my mom had this car. She gave it to my sister. My sister didn't do any maintenance to this car at all. No oil changes, no transmission fluid changes. There's a lot of stuff that's happened to this car when she had it. I'm not bashing her, I'm just saying she didn't really take good care of it. Now, with that,
Those wipers were great.
I know. With that being said, the steering rack and the rack and pinion on this car is horrid.
Brakes sound bad.
So the brakes and the steering is probably the two biggest things on this car right now. The VTM 4-lock is still on. The heated seats actually work really good.
Oh, nice.
And this car has its faults for being a 17-year-old car now with 178,000 miles.
Wow.
I think my sister got it when it had my mom gave it to her with 120,000 miles on it. She put 50,000 miles on it. No oil changes, no transmission, no general maintenance on this thing. Not at all.
That's impressive.
I know. And
But bad.
bad, yeah. But I will say, this car can take it like a champ, and it drives, for what it is, it doesn't drive that bad at all. For how many problems it has, not at all. So let's get underway here.
We'll just do the route that we did.
Yeah, for sure.
Suburban.
Honestly,
Tahoe.
if I could have any of these cars, I know I said GL, but for luxury-wise, I would have a GL, but for like basic reliability-wise, this takes the cake.
Well, okay, so we talk about how the 4Runner is, you know, indestructible
and
all this stuff.
Yeah.
But my 4Runner is an 18. It has 19,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
It's brand new. It's, yes, other people have tested its reliability, but for sitting for how many years?
This is probably, ever since we got it back, it's probably sat for a good couple of months.
Okay.
My mom probably drove it like 2 miles to work and back. That's it.
Okay, so
Not even a lot of driving at all when she got it back.
This is sat, and the fact that we went to go starting it up today.
Yeah, we were like, we hadn't started it for literally 6 months until today. What day is it? The 21st?
I think.
This is the 21st of September. We're marking this down right now. We hadn't started this car since like
21st.
March or Feb, one of the two. And this car literally right up like that. No problems at all.
We prepared a jump box, jumper cables,
Everything. Jump box is actually the back seats on there.
It's actually at the.
Oh, you dropped. Okay,
HQ
good.
now.
Okay, you put it at HQ. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we prepared for everything for this car, and it just was like, nope, done.
We were inside. He grabbed the keys. I was still inside, you know, his house. And he starts it up, looks at me through the window, and just goes,
I'm like, yeah! Whoa, buddy, get over some, please. Thank you.
So I mean, it got tested today.
Yeah, literally,
Definitely
we're
got
testing it
tested
right
today.
now. And this MDX, man, let me tell you, this thing is taking a beating. There is obviously sounds coming from it, like certain sounds, not like horrible, just like maybe slight rattling.
Wow, these heated seats do work well.
I told you, dude, your butt's probably burning, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. I'm turning that off.
But this car, even though it's taken such a beating, like Honda/Acura knew how to make an SUV back in the day.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
There's no arguments about that whatsoever.
Oh no.
Like, the Mercedes had the ML.
Which is tried and true.
It's tried and true, yes.
Except for the new ones.
Not even the old ones. Once it went bad, it went south.
Oh,
unless you didn't fix that one small thing, it turned into such a big ordeal.
Well, it's like with the, you know, Volkswagens.
Exactly.
The Touaregs.
Exactly, yeah. As soon as one thing happens, you don't fix it immediately, all of it goes away.
And the diesels were worse.
Oh,
because
for sure.
if you had like a DEF fluid problem on them, the minute you didn't fix it, that turned into, oh, your injectors are fouled up, or whatever.
Oh, that's somebody's alarm. What?
It turns into, you have injector problems, you have ignition problems, you have
Your car is completely dead.
random things that'll happen that have nothing to do with, the DEF fluid.
Yeah, for sure. Now this car can this SUV can get up and go. For what it is, can get up and go.
Oh yeah.
Like literally. It's never done that before. Now, as I'm sure you guys just heard that, all four wheels were trying to get it at the same time.
We definitely chirped some tire. Some tire had been chirped today,
Yes,
boys
yes.
and girls.
All-wheel drive SUV. You thought that was going to happen in this video? It actually did. The dude behind me was probably like, what the hell is he doing?
Today on SWA Motorsports.
Yeah, seriously. Jesus. But you can literally beat this car to a pulp, fix like the minorest things that it needs, like to keep it running,
and keep
It'll
going.
keep going.
And keep going.
This is like, in my opinion, I'm not going to say it's true, but in my opinion, this is like the 4Runner of Acura SUVs.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
the oldest, obviously the older models, not the newer models. The
new ones are too technologically advanced for their own good.
Way too technologically advanced.
They now have like a version of like a DCT gearbox.
Why is my brights on? That's weird. What the hell? I guess my brights are just stuck on. See, that's another small minor problem, but it doesn't really affect anything.
No.
It just blinds other people.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. But it's the small problems on this car that doesn't matter. It gives it character, but it doesn't matter. It's not like, of course, any German car has a small problem. You have to address it immediately.
Facts.
There's no doubt about it. You need to address it. Now, I'm not saying it's bad or whatever if you don't address it. It can be, it can't be. It's literally a hit or miss. But in this SUV, there's not a problem.
And I can attest. I mean, back in the early 2000s, Honda made good products.
Oh, for sure. 80s, 90s, and 2000s was their prime time.
Yeah. Oh,
that 30-year gap or 20-year gap, whatever, was their absolute prime.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say their cars now are bad. I'm just gonna say they're not as good as they were
Their
before.
build quality has decreased a little
They
bit.
have.
Because, so when I say early Honda products, is my family had a 2000 Honda Odyssey.
Yes.
It was demonstrator.
He's still there.
He's still there.
I really want to go there with my car now.
Right?
I think I know who that is.
Really?
I think that might be my dude Michael. I don't know.
It was a demonstrator model at a local dealership here in Columbus. It was
SUV, you want some? You want some SUV? See, that's what's good about this SUV is it's kind of like a race car. You can still race people, and they don't expect it.
No.
This car actually really does have a lot of get up though.
Yeah.
For what it is. Granted, I don't think this weighs a lot. I think it weighs like between 35 and 4. I think.
I really don't think it weighs a whole lot.
Why? It doesn't need to weigh a lot to be such like a solid, stable foundation of a car or
Really?
of an SUV.
Really though, if you think about it, stability is all based on wheelbase and track width.
Really?
Yeah.
It is. I think this is rocking like 2 somethings. I don't remember.
Yeah.
They're not like wide or meaty anything. It's just basic.
Right.
This car, this is actually a fully loaded option, I think, back in the day. Heated seats, heated mirrors, heated whatever. Yeah, the brightness that comes up on the computer. This even tells you like your whole range. Like this was super cool. When I was younger and I saw this, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I thought this was the coolest thing ever. Like I'm getting like 35 miles a gallon right now. I'm going up to 50. My range is 127 miles. I'm at a
We're at
less than half tank. A little less than half a tank.
Oh yeah, a little less.
But honestly, this car could get hella mileage back in the day. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
This SUV was phenomenal on gas. Oh, now it's coming down even harder. That's great. But honestly, I think gas mileage wise, this is the best SUV out of that whole lineup. Maybe. Reese's SUV has a bigger tank and a reserve tank.
Yeah.
He'll get me farther on a distance, but
How many
miles per
gallons
gallon,
is this one?
I don't even know. I have to double check. It's not a lot. I think it's like 16.
We'll put it up somewhere here on the video.
Yeah, we'll tell you exactly what it is when we edit it.
Because the 4Runner has a 23-gallon tank.
Yes.
It
The
gets,
GL has like a freaking 30-gallon tank
yeah,
total.
it's ridiculous.
Super stupid.
I think the Tahoe is like a 27.
Are you sure it's that much? Because I've seen Reese fill his GL. He'll get 20 gallons at a gas station, and it'll obviously stop there. It'll be like $80 for 20 gallons of gas. It's ridiculous. But you know, that's besides the point.
Yeah, we'll put up here when we edit.
Whichever.
Yeah.
But other than that, for how beat up this car is, there's another problem right there, turning.
Yeah.
Because the rack and pinion is horrible.
Yeah.
This car has taken the most abuse in any car of my family, unfortunately. I haven't abused my cars except for my Evo. I didn't even abuse my Evo, actually.
No,
I wanted to, but I never got the chance to.
You didn't really want to. Like, you didn't want to do it.
Well, I wanted to, like, not like beat it, but like test it, you know what I'm saying? Now, this car, this SUV was my favorite SUV growing up. Like literally. Okay, now it's there. Okay. Both of it comes. That's so weird. There we go. Now it's better. All right, we fixed it. All right. Now we're gonna go back to the studio / the house really quick, and then we'll continue with the next two.
Alright guys, now we're back. There's a little break in between the 2 cars that we drove and then the other 2 cars we're going to drive. But I wanted to take a minute to introduce Reese's new segment that he's trying out, and it's pretty much showing us how to detail. Now, he has his detail shop, obviously. Shine Motor Ride, come through, meet all of us, we'll have a good time.
Always there.
Exactly, always.
Even right now. Even though we're not there, we're there.
Yes, Dad, go. It's like right there, it's not a problem.
Right.
Anyway, Reese was like, yo, let me throw some detailing knowledge at everybody. I was like, sure, why not, let's do it. So this is his iteration of how to teach people how to detail. Enjoy.
Alright guys, we're starting a new segment here about detailing. I'm going to show you how to detail a car. First, you pull in the car. I'll show you how to do that in a minute on the next video. What'd you think?
I'm actually really, really excited. I cannot wait for the next episode. Or the next segment, I should say.
Yeah.
I know it's
How do you do it? How do you do it in such like a very efficient but very knowledgeable way?
It's not scripted.
It's not. It's
Everything
amazing.
fails when scripted.
I can tell. This is amazing.
But how are you going to top that next time?
Yeah, seriously. Like how?
So you take content, and then you take the content, and then you put it over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Copy
yeah.
and paste?
No. You take the content here, shift it, look at it.
So you just move the same content over?
No. You take this content,
Okay.
you put it here,
But where's the original content?
you erase it,
Oh, okay.
and put a new one.
I got you. You keep your mind fresh. I get it.
Yeah.
That was good. I hope you guys liked that and enjoyed it. I personally can't wait for the next segment. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal.
And funny.
Phenomenally
I hope it-
and informative. Very informative.
And
very educational.
And funny.
Very educational.
Let me know what you think of my new segment.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Now, we are going to do a quick pause here and ask you guys right now, which one do you think was a better SUV? Granted, the Acura is in...
What was the best SUV of the eras?
Yes, of the eras. Do you agree with our statements, well, at least my statements, of saying that early 2000s, the MDX was one of the best SUVs at the time? From 2000 to 2000, when it was made, from 2000 to 2003, all the way up until, like, I think the chassis stopped in 2003, 2004, right? Until they changed it in, like, 2005, 2006.
I think it was still the same. I think they changed it after 2007.
2007? Okay,
Yeah.
so from 2001 to 2007, that MDX, let me know if you guys agree with me, was the best MDX, like, at that early 2000s time.
Yes.
Early
Until
2000s.
The RDX was trash.
Well, yeah.
Hands down was trash.
Because it had that
RX was
2.3 turbo.
Horrible.
It had crap fuel economy.
The Lexus RX was trash too.
Oh yeah, the Lexus.
It sold in
that
great
was so
numbers.
bad.
It sold in great numbers, but it wasn't that good.
Yeah, it was not that good.
It was based off the Highlander. It was too roly-poly-ish.
Yeah, it was way too like.
Yeah.
Like seriously, that's what your car did. Oh wait, I can't. I'm sorry. Can't say that. Now,
Speaking ahead.
now we'll get back with the video of the GL and the 4Runner.
Yep.
Enjoy.
So now we're in the GL. Reese is very busy, so he probably won't be in this whole episode. That's
No.
not a problem. We'll take care of it. Now, this is how far back he sits when he drives this car. He literally rides like a gangster. He has long arms. I can't reach.
He got a mean gangster.
Really, he's just like really. He could literally put on some Snoop Dogg and be like,
Well,
what?
the radio doesn't work.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Reese. This is one of the problems I was talking about with newer cars.
We're gonna
electronics.
dog on your car hard.
Literally, we're going to dog on it very, very hard. So, look, it has push to start. Awesome, that's great. Whatever, new car, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Press the brakings, and then... Like, who cares? That's something that doesn't even need, like, it doesn't even need to have a push to start. Well, you might need to put it up because it's foggy, maybe. Just a little bit. I'm sure I can talk louder than that. There we go.
Oh, we're gonna cool it off.
All right, yeah, exactly. Make it not. Yeah, dude, I know. But anyway, so
You have to
this
bleep
car,
that out.
that's fine. This car is, in my opinion, granted, it's. Oh, whoops, I'm gonna do that. It's very good for like towing things for an SUV. 15,000 pounds, according to Reese. He did something to this car to make it tow that much, or whoever did something, whatever.
Something.
But like a chassis strengthening or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But for an SUV to tow that,
It's a lot.
yeah, I think
That's diesel truck.
Exactly, that's like Ford F450.
No, F450.
F350.
I'd say 250.
Really?
Yeah.
I was about to say there was one
think
time.
the-
This is
the-
actually his story.
The 3 and 4 is tow more.
He was towing like 3 cars or like 2 cars or whatever up one of West Virginia roads. You know, like on the highway, it's like hilly.
He goes real up.
Yeah. So he's going up a hill. There was a Ford F350 towing like I don't know, like one of those like Mad Cats or something like that, the little ATV thingies. Towing that, Reese is dogging on him up the hill, and the dude goes flat out, can't even catch up. Like, I will admit, this GL is great for towing things, but other than that, there's too much technology in this thing for its own good.
Yeah.
Water spilled in this thing. There was like a modulator somewhere around here
Yeah.
that short-circuited because water spilled. Granted, it was a gallon, yes, but It short-circuited the circuit and fried a couple
module.
things. Yeah. Some module that there's no radio in this. Everything else works. The radio doesn't.
Yeah.
Like I was saying in the Acura, like German cars have that. Oh, shut up. There's a parking or person sensor, whatever. It's stupid. Am I not going? What's going on here? Okay, there we go. I was like, what? See, I can't even feel if I'm going or not in this car.
You gotta give it some gas.
I know, it's so dumb. But like, this thing is just ridiculous. I need to move this seat. This is ridiculous. I can't gangster lean like that man can.
No.
Not at all. I'd rather be safe than try to be a G.
Right?
You know? Like, seriously.
Gangsta party.
Hey, light it up, Snoop. I'm just kidding. But like, oh, okay, you're just gonna do that? Alright, cool. But like, this car is comfortable, yes. If it wasn't on, look at that. Did you see Brent just, if he wasn't on 22s, or he's on 22s, right? 21s?
Yeah. I don't know, it has a 305 section tire.
Yeah, 305, this thing is massive. Now, if he wasn't on that, it'd probably feel a lot better.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna be mad that I'm using his wiper blades. Not a worry, he won't know it's gonna happen until this gets uploaded.
Right.
No biggie. But my thing with this specific SUV, too much technology.
Yep.
It's not required.
No.
You don't have to have this much technology in an SUV. I'm not saying it's necessarily an absolute bad thing. It's good for people who don't know how to drive.
But
obviously.
sometimes it's too technologically advanced for someone who knows how to drive.
Exactly. And it limits their drivability to where they can actually perform better than the computer itself.
Yep.
Now, I'm not saying by any means I'm better than any computer, whatever. Not at all. But what I am saying is that it will hinder me trying to grow in a sense.
Someone like us
yeah.
will be hindered by the traction control in this thing.
Exactly.
Oh, I need gas.
Well, yeah, it does. No worries. I'm driving slow.
Yeah.
I'll probably just cut around, make it shorter this time. This rain is absolutely insane. But the thing is, like, you don't. I mean, you do feel things in this car, but you don't. It's like the same thing as the I was gonna say GM, the Tahoe, Chevy Tahoe. You don't really feel it in the steering wheel,
No.
and in my opinion, it gives you like a false sense of security.
Yep.
Because you're like, oh, I don't feel anything, I'm fine. But in all actuality, like, you're driving on ice and you're like slipping, you don't even know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, granted, it's like a bad way to think about it, but at the same time, it's like, hey, I can't feel anything. What is going on?
But think back to when I had my GTI.
Yeah.
It had two settings for the steering because it was electronically assisted.
Yes.
It was normal, which one finger up and down, you're turning the car all over the place.
Yeah.
And then it had sport mode, which stiffens the resistance in the rack.
Jesus. That's another problem with this specific car.
This is a V8 and it's big.
Is that the sun?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's crazy, actually.
Check the sun out, y'all.
Look at that. Probably can't even see it.
Yeah, you can see it like right.
I mean, barely.
there.
There's too much rain with this car right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, the bad thing, my god. This is insane. This rain is absolutely horrible, but I hope you guys can hear us over this rain.
Right.
But the bad thing about this car, granted it has a big gas tank, you can put a lot of gas in it. In my opinion, this thing just downs gas like no other. Like,
You
really.
put fuel in it, and a week later you're having to fill up.
Exactly.
Now, granted, the 4Runner's, guilty of the same thing.
Yeah.
But this is a giant V8. Because of that, it has a big gas tank.
With a reserve tank.
Yeah. Like,
I guarantee you, he's probably, with how much he drives, no offense, Reese, he's probably filling up every like 4 or 5 days at the most.
oh,
For sure.
most definitely.
Well, either that or he's, this car has a lot of safety features for, a 2012
Yeah.
GL.
Yeah.
Ton of features. That's not a bad thing.
No.
But with all the electronic stuff, wow, that dude. Whoa. There's a lot.
Hurricane Imelda.
Literally. So this is a good test of this car right now. Not even gonna lie. I'm literally, oh my god, dude. I'm just pulling up, but see, this is a good test right here. We didn't even expect this to happen.
No.
The GL is phenomenal with any off-road or any like emergency conditions.
Yeah.
I will say that. The technology in this for that is good. That way the driver doesn't have to do anything. Look at this. I'll go into the water. Look at this. Not even stopping me. Not at all. Now Reese might get mad about that. I'm sorry, Reese, but I had to do it for the viewers.
Nah. He won't get mad.
He'll be like, why couldn't I do it?
Because you were busy.
Look at the 2 cops over there.
I know.
But yeah,
One's
like
a reserve.
yeah. But
R181.
this GL, there's good and bad things about it. Obviously, I've been knocking and dogging on all time. Like water dropped and fried a circuit. Obviously, it's electrical. That's gonna happen.
So something a lot of people don't see, like with us like, on camera is they talk smack about my 4Runner. I talk smack about the WRX. I talk smack about this. It all goes.
It's just a circle. It's a full circle.
It's a vicious circle, but we know where everybody's coming
Exactly.
from. But when it boils down to it, like when we went up to Michigan, we talked about how the base model is gonna suck and
The WRX is gonna get
WRX
stuck.
is gonna get stuck. And
Hydroplaning. Oh man.
we were all open about what was gonna
happen.
what we thought was gonna happen.
Exactly, and it flip-flopped completely.
And then when we got there, we're like, screw the 4Runners. The WRX though.
Exactly. But I guarantee you, if the GL was there, it would have been a very tough call with the GL and the WRX.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But the thing is, with this car, it's phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, it's great. It's a fantastic car for a daily driver. But gas, electronics going bad, it's just the fault. Yeah, exactly.
It's fragile.
But from the inside out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you do anything on the inside,
It can take a beating,
on the outside for sure.
but the inside is where
The
problems
gets,
come from.
yeah, for sure. Like if you drop water, it's tiny.
Yeah.
My thing with this GL, I would have it if it didn't have so much reliance on electronics. The only thing, in my opinion, that needs to be reliant on electronics is rainbow. But the only thing that needs to be reliant on electronics is the all-wheel drive system, which it is.
Engine.
Yes, engine. Yes, of course, obviously. Transmission, obviously. That's the major things that need reliant on strictly
The basics.
Yeah, exactly.
The basics.
Like all the basics need to be covered. Not this extra module for this, module for that. No, have it in one. Like in my opinion, have it in one location. I'm old school like that. Like my Subaru, old school is how I have the basic commodities. I feel like it's a luxury car.
Mine still is the same way they made it back in the 80s.
Exactly.
And
but we don't need that extra like stuff. Okay, good job turning in front of me. Thanks. Great job, guy. But what I'm saying is like it's not needed, but this car can show you why it is needed, but why it's also not needed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, oh cool, I have all this electronic assistance. It's helpful when I don't feel like actually driving.
Right.
But when I do feel like driving, it's like, dude, get away from me.
It's like
Leave me
self-driving
alone.
cars.
Exactly. They can be good or bad. If you're lazy, sure. If you want to actually drive. All right, so now we are in the 4Runner, Brent's tiered off-road edition.
Yes.
Now, I will say that this car doesn't have as much body shake. I will say it does have body roll, but when you turn, it doesn't have body shake like Reese's car does. Granted, he's on 22s. I actually just confirmed that it is 22s. See, when you're turning, I didn't move, he didn't move, right? No. But in Reese's GL, we were like, like what the hell, man?
The GL lumbers around.
It does, it does.
It lumbers.
But it still feels good in a straight line.
Yeah.
This car, you don't feel anything in it. It's not like a luxury SUV. You know what I'm saying?
The suspension is vouched for off-road.
It is, yeah. But when you're off-road, you feel
Everything.
everything. Like on a regular suspension, obviously, not like a air suspension like this is on. But when this is on,
still a coiling spring too.
I mean, yeah, but when this is on off-road, you don't feel as much as you would on like an older car.
No.
Yeah. Now this is the newest SUV we have right now, 2018 4Runner TRD Off-Road Edition. So we're gonna go in order of year. I think obviously the Acura MDX is the oldest one. Yeah. The 2012 GL was next. I think that Tahoe was a 2016, 2017. Could be wrong.
Yeah,
They all started looking the same after like 2014, so
Yep.
I couldn't really tell.
so it's just gonna go before this one.
Yeah, for sure. Because I really doubt that's till 2019. I don't think that's.
I don't think it is either.
But okay, so when we went to Silver Lake, Michigan for the sand dunes. My experience with this car, it puts me to sleep.
It's numb.
It's very numb. It puts me to sleep. Like, so we said the Tahoe, you don't feel much in the steering wheel.
This you don't feel anything.
You don't feel anything in this car. Like, not suspension wise or whatever. You don't feel anything in the steering wheel. You like your steering wheel will jerk. You'd be like, oh, what did I just hit? And you just keep going.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. Like, you're just like, okay, whatever.
You just feel the suspension react. You feel a slight bit of
Body roll.
and that's it.
Yeah.
It keeps rolling.
It just keeps going. Like, this, in my opinion, is like the new indestructible SUV to get like the newest one to get. Obviously, it's gonna last you a while.
Well,
Granted, any 4Runner is like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But the newest one out of all the SUVs, this is the one to get for reliability and longevity, for sure.
because these are built to last decades.
Decades.
Not years, decades.
Watch SWA Motorsports in like 10 years. Brent's gonna be driving the same car. I'm probably gonna have like a rebuilt engine in my Subaru. Reese is gonna have like
With a 4Runner on the side.
chill. I'm too broke right now. On the side, what I'll have on the side is a Baja or a Subaru Brat. Oof. I mean, oof, dude. Oof. Anyway, we're talking about
like
SUVs. I know, me too. We're talking about SUVs right now. But what is your biggest gripe about this car besides being numb?
It needs a 6th gear.
It only has 5 gears?
Mhm.
That is bonkers. I thought it had 6 gears.
Nope, it's a 5-speed.
Wow.
It's
really surprising.
It's still the same gearbox back from the 80s.
I mean, why change a formula that's never died? You know what I mean?
Right.
I can understand that.
It just they could bump the fuel economy up on this by putting in a 6th gear.
Okay,
'Cause
so fuel economy and gear ratio.
yeah, because right now I get 17 city, 23 on the freeway.
That's not. I mean, that's kind of bad.
It's not bad.
It's kind of bad compared to like others. Like
But-
an MDX dude gets more gas mileage.
Yeah, but I mean, also look at the size of this.
I mean, yeah, that's true. This
You
thing
put
is
the
way
MDX
bigger.
next to it, and this is bigger.
Yeah, oh for sure.
This is just bigger.
Taller and just wider, just all around bigger.
It's-
But that's new cars in general.
Yeah, they've just gotten massive.
Yeah, they're huge.
Because this weighs 6,600 pounds.
Holy moly!
Well, this is still the last SUV that is still body on frame construction.
Yes.
So
It probably won't be the last one that from freaking Toyota.
yeah, no, they're definitely gonna make another one. Well,
They're
actually, the 2020s.
You said the 2020s.
The 2020s have hit the port, and
Are they built the exact same way, obviously?
the exact same way. And they just redesigned the whole. This got a whole
Interior.
new radio. It's again body on frame construction. Tacoma body on frame.
Yeah.
Pickup trucks, a lot of them have gone monocoque chassis, but again, we're not talking about,
Pickup trucks, yeah. We're just talking strictly SUVs.
And the only reason why I mentioned the Tacoma is because the Tacoma and the 4Runner are the same underneath.
yeah,
they're the same.
Yeah, virtually they really
They're
are.
the same vehicle.
Mhm.
But this, my gripe is it just needs a 6th gear. Other than that, I mean,
It's a phenomenal driving car.
oh, it's fantastic.
Like, it's good for long road trips as long as you don't get put to sleep. Okay, so, mileage, gear ratios, everything else about the Toyota 4Runners, ever since like back in the day with the Hiluxes and stuff, just phenomenal. Phenomenal engineering of this particular SUV slash truck.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. There's nothing really wrong with it except for fuel economy and gear ratios.
Right.
Comfort, amazing. Off-roading, great. Get stuck in sand, unfortunately, yes.
But we're gonna go back and have round 2.
Yeah, let me get my air suspension, then we'll see who's gonna win.
Hey, I'm all for it, man. Look, if the WRX goes back and goes round 2, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm really not.
Oh, I'll be doing so much more stuff in the sand.
Oh, I bet.
I'll be killing it this
I
time.
bet.
But anyway, that's besides the point. That's for another video when we go back there. But the whole SUV trend, for the reason to have that it has such a good following behind it, in my opinion, is justified with the SUVs now, especially with like the 4Runner, the old SUV like the MDX back in the day, which was wildly popular among a lot of people.
That and
I mean-
also its sister, the Pilot.
Yes, the Pilot was great. Like van-wise, it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But SUV-wise, in my opinion, I'm not going to say that MDX really kicked it off for America. I mean, it kind of did. Because there was how many of those? There was so many of those around.
You got JD Power multiple years in a row.
Huh?
You got JD Power Award multiple years in a row.
Many times. Yeah, dude. That formula that they had for that MDX was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Especially for the American people, phenomenal. Now, I'm sure they didn't like the 4Runner because off-roady, not really.
Well, the
like
4Runner
family.
back when it was competing against the MDX, because now they've gone two totally separate, directions.
I mean, I feel like this is definitely more of like a family car.
If you get
Not the specific trim.
if you get a
but-
limited, it'll be
Oh, for sure,
You
yeah.
can compare it to a new
Yeah.
MDX.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy.
The sad thing is they changed the formula with the MDXs now, and they kind of suck.
Yeah.
But I like the way Toyota offers like different levels for what you want to do with your 4Runner.
Right.
Off-roading, just basically just driving around like the base model, just chilling.
If you want a 4Runner that you don't really care about and you want to just take your boat to the lake,
4Runner basic
SR5.
SR5, yeah, for sure. If you want to go off-roading in like sand, grass, rocks,
and take your boat.
Yeah, TRD Off-Road Edition. If you want a family SUV that's that's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna run you too much in maintenance and things like that, or ever break down on you, Unlimited.
Yeah.
That's literally the luxury line of 4Runners, you know?
Compare it to, you know, the Lexus GX, which is literally
the sister.
the same car, just Lexus.
It's luxury Lexus.
You have like 2 trim options.
Yeah.
And when I went to go buy this, I bought it from a Lexus dealer.
Yeah.
To go sign the paperwork, we walked past a black GX, a new one.
Yeah.
$93,000 fully loaded, every option.
See, that's where that name brand logo stuff comes into play, in my opinion.
Yep.
If it's virtually the same car, I'd obviously get the cheap one. It does the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's just the GX is air suspension. Actual all air suspension.
Yeah, strictly air suspension. But that's one small detail that's different compared to the whole, you know, car as a whole.
Yeah.
If you really want air suspension on this, you could literally order something right now.
I could probably just retrofit the GX.
Or do that, yeah, exactly. You could easily do that, or, you know, obviously get yourself aftermarket. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
That's if you really wanted to. You're not going to spend another 40 grand
No.
on a separate car just for that.
Actually, another 70. I picked this up under wholesale.
Oh, wow.
Wholesale on this is 33.
Woohoo! Wow. All right. Jesus. But anyway, that's besides the point. Now, between these SUVs, we want to know what you guys would choose, honestly.
Between the 4Runner,
The 4Runner, the MDX, the GL, or the Tahoe.
the Tahoe.
Depending on, we're going to give you like a couple scenarios here. We'll give you 3 categories. Towing, family, off-road.
So
MDX is completely out at that point.
yeah, the MDX has no real towing capability. I mean, it does, but it's like
but not a lot.
2,000 pounds maybe.
Yeah. I think at the most like 30, or not 30. Geez, 3.
This has a towing capacity of 5,000.
The GL obviously right now with its frame upgrade.
I think stock
Has-
is 7,500.
Yeah, stock. Yeah, I think stock is 7,500. Yeah. But with his upgrade, if you guys got a GL and did the upgrade, you had 15,000 pounds to play with.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. And then the Tahoe has 55, 6,
7 to 8.
Really?
I think.
Okay, somewhere around there.
We'll look it up. We'll put it in.
We'll do this all in the office.
in editing.
Or editing or the office. We're gonna take this back to the office because Reese wasn't there. We're gonna dog him back at the studio. We're just gonna do all that.
Yep.
So let us know in the comments which one of these 4 that you guys would prefer. If they were all pristine, like brand new, if they were all completely brand new, which one would you have? And why? So we'll see you guys back in the studio real quick.
Now, we hope you guys enjoyed that last bit of the video. Let us know in the comments below. We know we've already said it in the video, but we're going to say it again. Let us know in the comments below which one of those SUVs that you would personally pick if they were brand new, all in front of you. Now, the Acura MDX had problems, obviously. Not a problem. Now, imagine if it was brand new, staring at you right in front of your face, 0 miles. Just like the other cars, 0 miles, staring at you in front of the face. There's a key hanging in front of you. Which one would you take and why? Let us know in the comments below. Which one would you guys take? Stock for stock, $0 down, 0 miles,
Just
brand
those
new.
4.
Yes.
Honestly, the GL.
Yeah, I know you would take the GL. That's your car.
Well, it was a tie between the Tahoe.
I doubt that.
Yeah, in my head.
For me, it's between the 4Runner and the Tahoe.
The Tahoe's good, but I just like that. I like you said, stock for stock.
Yes.
My car was excellent stock when it came out.
Okay. As it sits versus everything else. As it sits on 22s.
Well, I like the way it sits.
Tahoe.
Well, you would know.
Now, stock for stock, I say it's between the MDX and the GL. Between
So
those
why would the MDX?
The MDX, when it was new, as it sits,
That's what I'm saying.
So,
Both cars brand new out of the
the
dealership.
MDX was absolutely phenomenal. We had that car since 2004.
I think that car is underpowered.
doesn't need power. It gets you places. That thing actually gets up and goes. We have it on video. It gets up and goes.
See, the thing,
we spun tires,
the
dude.
thing about the MDX is it doesn't need towing capacity. It doesn't need power. It doesn't need anything.
It has. See, it doesn't weigh. It feels like a car.
It's
but
built-
it feels like an SUV as well. At the
It's
same
built
time.
as a daily.
Exactly.
It's built to do
That
one
car
thing.
is built as a daily.
It's
perfect
built
for
as
you.
a daily.
Perfect.
My car's a little too big to be a daily.
Yeah, exactly.
As a daily, I would probably.
We
pick-
have road trip SUVs. They're big. They're
As a daily, I would pick the 400.
Really?
I'd pick the 400.
why's that?
Because if I had to keep the car, it would probably run forever. It
So does the MDX, as you can see.
Brian's 400 rides phenomenal.
So boring.
It rides
It's
phenomenal.
so
But
boring.
it
It's
does-
numb.
It
It's
ain't,
so
it's
boring.
everything you need.
So
it has high ground clearance. So
It
if you
puts
live,
me asleep.
but if you work at construction or if you have a day-to-day thing,
But I don't.
but if you did,
But I don't.
but you should.
But I don't.
Well, if you need to run people over like Marge did in The Simpsons in her SUV.
The Simpsons Hit and Run. Play it. It's a great game.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, dude.
I've never played it, but still.
But anyway, so stock for stock, daily use, normal use, nothing crazy.
400.
400.
MDX.
Cool.
That MDX actually got me in love with SUVs. I'm not even gonna lie.
Did it?
Yes. When my mom had it, she had it since it had 20,000 miles, man. It's great.
Damn.
Great car. Absolutely great car. Anyway, we'll give you guys some more news and leave it at that.
So, the boys out of Mulliner, aka Bentley, has teamed up with a company called Stetson.
Volkswagen.
Yes. Has teamed up with a company called Stetson to unveil a Texas-inspired special edition Bentayga, similar to the Texas edition pickup trucks.
Question. Does a cowboy hat come included?
No, but it has a really nice leather according to the pictures. And it's embroidered too.
Does it come with snakeskin boots?
No.
Dang it.
But it does cost $246,000.
Not bad. Alright, well the camera is dying, so we're going to end at this. Kia Telluride, best upcoming SUV. $40,000 fully loaded. Get yourself one before it gets sold out.
3 trim levels: civilian, luxury, off-road.
Yep.
Hands down, they look amazing. Here's some pictures for you. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time on some more SWA Motorsports. Thank you for joining us. Let us know in the comments below what you'd like to see.